Hey guys, Hack 1985 here. Thought I'd give you an update on the Tacoma. It's been about a year since I posted the original video with the issues that I was having with the catalytic converter. Now the light coming on, and took the catalytic converter off, and I looked at it, and of course you can't really tell a whole lot about a catalytic converter other than maybe whether things are busted up. You know, and it wasn't. So just an old catalytic converter. This truck now has you know, around 300,000 miles on it, and so I figured I'd give you an update on the status of it. Right now the light, check engine light, is not on, actually, for the first time in about a year. Had to go get an inspection sticker, and of course you can't get an inspection sticker, well, in many areas, ours included. You can't get an inspection sticker unless you have you know, your engine's functioning properly, basically, and there's no check engine lights and whatnot. So what I did was, I'm going to tell you how this worked. Like I said, the light was on forever, and I had to get an inspection sticker. So what I did was, I went and got the you know, the computer little diagnostic thing you can pick up at most stores, and I cleared the code, which of course doesn't always solve the problem. And my idea was, if I could clear the code and get the thing to run for just long enough that you know, that it would basically go through what they call the drive cycle. I mean, that's where it gives it enough time that the computer says, hey, you know, you've run this thing long enough that you know, we think it's functioning all right. Well, my idea was that if I run it through that drive cycle, it's, you know, probably gonna kick on the catalytic converter or the engine light again, because the catalytic converter with that P0420 code, and but I might get some grace period there before it finally kicks on. Well, it turns out that that did happen. I cleared the code, I ran it, but oddly enough, I cleared it, went and got my inspection sticker, make sure there's no music on here, and it's now been well over a month. I've driven the thing many, many miles, and there's still no check engine light. Of course, you can hear the squealy belt. It's a new belt too. I guess I need to adjust that. But anyway, no check engine light. It hasn't been on in a month or so, around a month, and I just thought it was really interesting. I don't know if it will come back on again, but I did not change anything. I didn't change any, you know, I didn't change any sensors. I didn't change up the catalytic converter. Really didn't want to spend the extra, you know, $1,000 or so they want for a Toyota catalytic converter, and I won't even waste my money or time on an aftermarket. So just thought that was really interesting. You know, I have mixed feelings about that catalytic converter. I'm really not totally convinced that it's totally shot. I don't know what the deal is, to be honest with you. I mean, like I said, I took it apart, I looked at it, I replaced the little rings at both ends of it. The thing really looks in great condition. I mean, for as many miles as this thing has on it, you know, I know looks aren't everything on a catalytic converter especially, but it does not look bad. And you know, reset the code and it's trucking. So you know, who knows, maybe it'll come back on, but I'm just not going to worry about it. And if it comes back on before next year's inspection, I'm going to do the exact same thing again. I'm going to reset it. I use a little tool that I bought online from Amazon. It's called an Elm 327, I think. It uses a USB cable. I'm not using the Wi-Fi, or they have a Bluetooth version and all that jazz. I like cables because cables just work, and they always work. So I hooked up that USB cable. You can plug it in, plug the Elm 327 into the computer, and run a piece of software. I think it's called OBDII, and it'll tell you when the drive cycle's complete. So it'll tell you, hey, you know, look, you better get to the inspection station. Your drive cycle's complete, and there's no engine lights on. So you can run right over, get your inspection sticker, and, you know, hopefully, even if it does kick back on, you'll have a little bit of grace period there between the drive cycle being complete and that code coming back on. But anyway, that could save you $1,000 if you're not really interested in replacing a catalytic converter like I wasn't. And I guess that's about it. That's the update on the Tacoma with its catalytic converter issues and the P0420 code. Appreciate you guys watching, and please leave comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Have a great day.